Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So today we are going to do we'll do a replay, and then I'm going to do a review of the Skota T-25. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this tank. It does have an auto loader. Average damage, I believe, is like 100. It's like 110. Well, actually, we can look right here. Duh. Yeah, 110. Penetration standard is 132. Premium bumps you up to 185. 132 is pretty good. We're pretty much, well, we're not top tier. We're pretty much mid tier. We're in a tier 6 and then got tier 5s and tier 7s. So I figured I'd try and see what I could do with just pretty much premium rounds. You get some kind of mixed feelings on this. It is got some pretty good speed. The gun has a pretty darn fast reload. For an auto loader, the complete reload showing 1.33, but that's got to be between rounds. I think the full reload is 3.5 seconds or something. Might be. We'll have to pay attention. I'm not even really 100% sure, but it is actually. It reminds me a lot of the standard, the German version of the T. I think it's called the T-25 also. No, it's not a T-25. The German one looks, let me pause it real quick. There's the German one that looks almost exactly like this. Yeah, it might be just called a T-25. This one is actually the Skota T-25, and the German version is a single shot. This is an auto loader. I actually really like this tank. Due to you can pump out 300, a little over 300 damage in one vehicle in a matter of about, I think it's about 3 seconds. I want to say it's like let's see here. I'm gonna watch the reload. So we got one shell left. So it must be 7.50. So about 8 seconds for a full reload. I'm just watching right here, the 7.50. I know it's not that long, and you get 3 shells, that'll do 300 damage, so I'm going to watch this one as I take this shot here. Yeah, so it's 7.50 for a full reload, so basically about 8 seconds. And you can pump out 330 damage in, well, it must be 1.33 seconds. So that's actually not bad at all. I'm playing it kind of safe, staying back. It's just due to the fact that I'm watching kind of over here, and I'm only seeing a few tanks over here. I'm like, okay, where's the rest of their team? And I figure I'll just go ahead and kind of support these guys and see what I can get. It's got a decent view range, not the best in the world, but and on this Terran 3, I end up taking them out here. I do like 500 some damage. To be honest with you, what happened was I had the post-game stats up, and I went to record it. I was going to say, I thought I took him out. Just blind shotted him. I went to do a recording for you guys with the post-game stats, and for some reason, my microphone wouldn't kick on. I used the NVIDIA recording software, and in order to have that work, you have to have a certain game that is NVIDIA, not really NVIDIA based, but that NVIDIA software works with. Well, this is World of Tanks is one of them, and every once in a while, it's a fluke thing, but I'll go to do a recording and it won't turn on. It won't do anything. So I've got to restart the game to get it to recognize it, and then it'll work fine. Unfortunately, that happened this time, so I don't have the post-game stats. I wrote down, I ended up doing 1,467 damage, and I got, I think 3 kills. I ammo wrecked their Hellcat. Maybe I only get 2 kills. I'm not really sure now. But, so right now, we're kind of leading them, and I'm kind of like, where in the heck are all their tanks? I see 3 on the minimap. T-67, well, their artillery's down there. A Panther and their STRV, which, the M4257, that's an auto loader with 3 shots. It's got some decent armor. But this little BDRG, I just had a match in that. And mine another guy that was in an IS. We were trying to take an IS out, and I shot that a little too late. And the BDR G1B only has 650 hit points, so it's basically a two-shot for an IS, and so perfect time to miss one and have to load. You can see him looking over at me, but he can't see me, so I'm just kind of guessing where he's at. So we ended up getting him anyways. But I was in my BDR G1B. I flanked the IS that other IS on my team was, he was going at him head on. The IS was alone. The rest of their team was on the other side of the map. So I flanked around, come up, shot him in the butt, and I've got the derp gun on that thing. And it's only got 101 pen with the heat rounds. So I shot him twice with an HE round, and it did like 200 damage. And I shot him in the back of the keister with a heat round, and ended up, yeah, there's that STRV, but if I can get my shots to land, I can take him out. But, yeah, I ended up getting 3 kills because I ammo racked the Hellcat in a minute. But, yeah, so I shot the IS and the keister there with a heat round, ended up doing like almost 400 damage to him in that little thing. I was like, holy crap! Just as I shoot. I always tend to have that kind of luck. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to reload. Not a good time to reload, but the T-67 hits me and bounces. Like I said, this thing's actually got okay armor. Yeah, we end up ammo racking him there, and he would have been dead anyways. But so it only shows that I did 1,332 damage. Oh, I ended up getting 4 kills. I thought it was only 2 or 3. But I ended up actually getting 1,467 because of the blind shots that I took on... oh, what the hell was that thing now? I can't even flip and remember. Let me look here. Oh, that Turan. The Turan there. Turan 3 PT. So, I actually like... Let's see if I can get this back without... I'm just trying to see kind of where it bounced. Okay, right off the side of the turret. Because I was coming down pretty much at an angle. I bounced around from him, and I actually bounced around from... something else. I can't remember. I should have written down the stuff from the post-game stats. I actually lit somebody on fire, too. But, yeah, so my feelings on this thing, if you're going up this line, this is actually a very good tank with the autoloader, kind of fast, about 7 points, so let's say 8-second reload. You can do 330 damage in a matter of 1.33 seconds is what it takes to dump your magazine. So you can do you can do a lot of damage, and it's actually pretty... nimble. It can kind of scoot around the battlefield. The one thing you do not want to do, though, even if you're up higher on the tiers, like this, I was mid-tier. You don't really want to try and go out and be, up front. You want to kind of support your heavies and stuff, kind of stay in the back, because you've only got 730 hit points, and you can get whittled through those pretty quick. It doesn't have the best armor. It's all right, but if artillery hits you, yeah, they can erase you pretty quick. But if you want to hold on, well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and do the review, and then I'll show this part. So that means you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.